good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we are going to be discussing Lies of P. Now, we're not going to be doing a review per se, not like a huge review like I did with Final Fantasy 16, which I had to do for that game. That game was just phenomenal. This game, however, I did want to talk about because I've played it all the way through. I've started my New Game Plus. I want to discuss the game in kind of like what it's about, how it works, and then obviously we're gonna do some not theory talk, but like we're gonna talk about the end of the game, kind of theorize what's going on there, and I'm also gonna show you guys how the game looks, because if you're curious about this game and haven't gotten to it, you need to play this game. You need to. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, what is Lies of P? Lies of P is a Soulsborne game, but in the style of Pinocchio, which I really love. I know the story of Pinocchio. I know like the ins and outs of this game and how the ins and outs of the story and how it works. Like, I know like Blue Fairy, Pinocchio, the fox, the cat, the Geppetto, Figaro. I know a lot of like the lore and story for Pinocchio, and that's why I really love this game, is because I know what to expect when it comes to characters. Now, there's a lot of new characters in this game that I don't think are in like actual Pinocchio story, but there's also like a lot of nods to certain things in Pinocchio's story, which is really cool. And I love it a lot, man. I really do. Like, this game, I think, is phenomenal. It's just awesome. But you know, I can't help but think like this is going to be like the next competitor for like a Soulsborne. Like, the only other Soulsborne game that I know of that came out recently, or not recently, like a couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, actually. I don't know when it came out, but it was Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell was the only other Soulsborne game I played that wasn't by FromSoft. And I was like, we need more like Soulsborne experiences that aren't like strictly FromSoft games, you know? And I was waiting for this game to happen, like a game that could rival like games like Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, etc. The list goes on. But dude, Lies of P knocked it out of the park, man. Like, just to give you an idea of where I rank this, honest to God, I rank it at number 1. Like, I loved Elden Ring. I loved that it was an open world Soulsborne experience. And I also loved there were so many medieval aspects to the game. There's a lot of things they nailed. Dude, there's something about Lies of P that made me, like, I compare it strictly to Bloodborne. Like, that's what I compare it to. If you're wondering what kind of Soulsborne experience you're getting, it is like Bloodborne. It's like Bloodborne 2, basically. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold here, but I know I wanted to make this video because, dude, this game is phenomenal, right? Like, this is where I place it, just because of how the game went, how the game felt. The game didn't even feel too hard. Like, at times it felt like, for the most part, the game's pretty easy, but there are times where you can die. I don't think throughout the entire thing I was ever frustrated, but then again, I don't rage at video games that much. But there are times where the game can be a little hard. It can get to that point, but dude, like, the the devs who made this game crafted something special, and I hope they know that, right? This game is just phenomenal. It's good. And the reason I give it the reason I gave it a 9 out of 10 when I beat it is because it's missing Monstro. But we're going to talk about that, because Monstro is kind of like this key story point in Pinocchio. But yeah, so we're gonna get into kind of theory talk about like the post game stuff. Then we're gonna talk about the DLC that's in the works, as well as the sequel, and then we're gonna get into the game. So hopefully you stick around for that. If not, that's fine. But we're gonna dive into this right now. So let's go. So, kind of starting off with this point right here is this guy. I even pulled up a Reddit thing because people think that Giangio, which is like this alchemist dude that you can buy the wish stones from, people seem to believe that Giangio is this guy named Paracelsus. Now, I do find that kind of hard to believe, and here's why. So, goodness gracious. One thing that's made clear is that Pinocchio isn't the main, like, he's not a character in this world, right? It's Carlo. Carlo is Pinocchio, basically. Carlo's that replacement. Although, I think Carlo's like the original name of Geppetto's son, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I don't know that much about Pinocchio. Like, I don't know what his son's name was, but regardless, I think I do think that the person we play as in the game is still Pinocchio. I do believe that. But also, I want to kind of theorize this. I don't think Giangio is Paracelsus at all. I think Paracelsus, and what they've clarified here, is that he's kind of this like main villain or like main protagonist. I don't know. But see, here's the thing, like, just looking at this, I think Paracelsus is probably just a new character that they made. I think he's gonna be this villain or like antagonist for the game, and he's like this background character we're only us as the player are gonna know about. I don't think he's gonna play a role like in the main game. Like, we're not gonna see him like as a character. I think he's just gonna be in the background of a different type of story that they're telling. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, I think I really do think that this is gonna be like part of a bigger story that we haven't uncovered yet. But now that we're done talking about that, I don't think Giangio is even... I think he's his own character. I think people are kind of over speculating at that point. But let's get into the sequel that got announced immediately after this. Dude. Like, hold on 1 second, because I want to be able to talk about this. Give me 1 second, hold on. Because I want to talk about this so bad, dude. This tease, dude, because Paracelsus, like, towards the end of the game, right? In this post-credit scene, he says, Dorothy, and my mind kind of like, I was like, wait, what is he talking about? Like, it's just, this is wild to me that they'll be making a Wizard of Oz Souls-like game, and like, you know, you think about that, right? Like, how is that gonna work? But like, you could picture it already, right? I don't know what the enemies would be. I'm sure they'd figure it out. But dude, honestly, I think that game is gonna be like, it's gonna be really good. I think they're gonna do a phenomenal job with it. Just because of what they did here, they're gonna kill it, dude. They're going to. Like, they have to do a phenomenal job with this game. If they don't, I mean, it's gone, dude. it's gone. It just is. But here's the thing, man. I think this is the future of like Soulsborne games. Like, I think FromSoft has a real competitor. I think FromSoft is probably done making these types of Souls games because they're moving on to like open world Souls games. I really think like these devs are doing something special, and I'll be playing their games from now on, dude. Like, Lies of P was an incredible experience, and I think it's an underrated game. And dude, the fact that like I regret not voting for it at the Game Awards because it deserves more than it got. Like, dude, it deserved a lot more praise than what it got. Like, it barely got mentioned. Dude, it's crazy. This game's awesome, though. It's phenomenal. I can't wait to see what they do with a Wizard of Oz game. Now, what's weird is that they describe this as a sequel. It's not going to be Lies of P2. I think it's going to be its own game. It's probably going to continue that background story with Paracelsus, but I don't think it's going to be like... There might be a nod to Pinocchio, a nod to Lies of P, but they're not going to call it like Lies of P2. They're going to call it like... I don't know. They're going to call it something. They're probably going to call it like... not Wizard of Oz, but they're going to call it something in that vein. You know? They might even call it like 3 Clicks or something like that. But I think they're gonna do something really special, and I hope that game comes out soon. It probably won't, though. I know it's in development, is what they've said. Like they are working on the sequel, but we'll see, man. I'm very excited for what they do with that, and if they decide to do more stuff like this, dude. Like, God, that would be phenomenal. It'd be phenomenal. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the DLC that they are working on, which I'm going to buy, dude. And for one reason, it's going to make my 9 out of 10 go to a 10, because if this key art is anything, they are definitely doing a Monstro DLC, which... brother, if they do it right, like, and they're going to, this could be an incredible DLC, and it could prove that they are going to be the future of like Soulsborne games. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, it's just they crafted the story so well, and it looks like it's going to get even better. I can't wait for this personally. When this drops, I'm playing it. I don't know if it'll come out this year. I hope it does. I'm sure it will. But I gotta play it, dude. I have to. It's a must, right? But without a further ado, now that we're done talking about that, why don't we jump into some frickin' gameplay, bruv? Why don't we just do that, you know? Why don't we just dive on in? We're gonna continue on the New Game Plus. I just want to get past one single boss and show you guys how the combat works. And by the way, the game is running in Unreal Engine. That's another thing I forgot to mention, which makes the game even better. Now, I'm wondering, I think Paracelsus is probably going to be looking like this. Maybe. Or he's going to look like someone different. But he's not Giangio, I don't think. I also don't even think they're going to reveal his face, to be quite frank with you guys. You know? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. There's someone down here, right? Yeah. I forgot I could jump. What a shame. Okay. There we go. Neat. Very good. And yeah, I've beaten the game. This is New Game Plus. I'm just kind of vibing at this point. There we go. Dead. But yeah, dude, this game, it has everything, man. It's just so good. Like all this stuff, like the amulets, the defense parts are super cool because he's a puppet. The arm mechanic, dude, is so unique. Even like the fact that you can assemble weapons and disassemble weapons, phenomenal. And then the wish stone, obviously, but like the fact that you can repair your weapon, there's so many things. The Fable Catalyst, dude, there's so many good things to this game, dude. Even the costumes, man. I liked that over like just getting gear out in the wild, like for a Soulsborne game, you know? This game's just so good, man. I can't, I'm gushing over it, but like I can't say enough about it, you know? Goodbye. And even like, you know, New Game Plus, it's not that difficult. It's basically you're playing the... It basically makes you feel like you're at level 1, even though your game stats say otherwise. Like I'm at 104, but the game's like, well, you know. And also, I haven't needed to use the Star Stone a whole ton or whatever it's called, but I keep forgetting the name of the Star Path, whatever, the checkpoint, if you will. I haven't needed to use it a whole ton just because, like, I've been doing pretty good against enemies. Timed perfectly. Uh-oh, he's gonna kill me, isn't he? That'd be unfortunate. Not. Like, I've needed to heal, but I haven't needed to go back to, like, replenish my pulse cells, you know? Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, New Game Plus has been really fun so far, and it's just been a smooth little experience. I'm gonna fight that guy. I'm gonna fight him real good, dude. To the death. Wow. And also, like, I didn't even mention this, the lore in the game, really good. Like, I read, I think almost everything that I picked up in my first playthrough, and dude, it's just, the lore is really good. It's a really good read because it helps me understand more. Hello. So you were headless.
Oh no. No survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby bullet?
Yeah. We're gonna lie to her, dude. What a shame. I missed. There we go. All right, and then finish. Yeah, dude. Die. Die. I win. Easy, dude. Easy. Well, before we get into the boss fight, which is coming up, we should go back and give her the baby doll. Because after all, just like in other Soulsborne games, you have side quests and you can interact with people. I may have forgotten where her... I mean, I'm not gonna fast travel. I'm gonna do it the right way. We're gonna go looking for her. I'm pretty sure she's gotta be like way over here if I remember correctly. She's far. Gentlemen, can we not? Oh, this is really bad. Hold on. We're not dying here. There we go. We're good. We're chilling, dude. We're chilling. I think she... Yeah, I found her. And we're gonna lie to her. So, the one thing I forgot to mention, there is a mechanic in this game. It's Pinocchio. You can either tell the truth or lie, but lying makes your character, or your puppet, more human.
I could send. Please let me inherit it. That's right.
And yeah, your springs are reacting, so basically, like, the more you lie, the more you become more human. And there's also other things that can make you more human, like listening to music, certain interactions of the game. It's just, dude, this game is phenomenal, bro. It just never stops. It just keeps getting better. But without further ado, let's go kill the boss and be on our merry way. All right. And you know what? Just because I'm going to show you guys how good I am at this game, or how much I progress, I'm not gonna touch this thing. Stargazer. I always forget the name. Every time. Every time, dude. Okay. So, we go through here. There should be a boss after this from right here. Yep, there is. See it? Wow, that's crazy, dude. Alright. And this is the weapon durability thing. Also, I did forget to mention that on your grinder, which is how you repair your weapons, you can actually give your weapon a buff. And I'll show you guys how it works in the fight. Although we're probably gonna one phase this, who knows? We'll see what happens. Anything can happen, you know? This is a weapon, right? Or am I wrong? Oh, it's the puppet destroyer. Okay, gotcha. Do I even need her? I'll use this. So basically, you have these things called star fragments, and you can summon a specter, kind of like how you would in a Soulsborne game, but you can't do it that often. You can only do it like if you're given the chance, but you can do this all the time. Like, you can do this as much as you want, except on the very last boss of the game. You have to fight the final boss alone, which I won't spoil, but it's this is pretty OP because you can basically have the boss focus on that person and the specter stays alive for a while. But we're gonna use it just because, to show you how it works. Because why not, dude? And I can do this easily without full pulse cells. And we're gonna skip the cutscene. Because I already know how this goes. Yep. All right, here we go. We're gonna put crit on the weapon. Then we're gonna bully this guy. All right. Then we're gonna get in front of him. We still have crit. We do. Dodge. we go again. Then we're gonna use this. Oh, you got me. GG. Come on, one officer puppet. All right. And just like that, we're good. So, I don't believe I think this goes to the factory. I'm not sure. I don't remember
I
though.
think we're done here, pal. Back to the hotel.
Wait, how do we not have the... Oh, do we need like the key from the hotel? Okay. Maybe I forgot how it works, but one thing I should do actually before we go back, just because, and I'll fight these guys again, I don't care. I would like to, I'm gonna give that officer puppet to that guy. Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, and see me good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go all the way back. Now, if I remember correctly, you can give the officer puppet to the boy, but what's weird is like, well, actually no, I don't think you can, which is kind of a weird thing, you know. I was saying this when I first played the game. I wish that would have tied in, because I'm pretty sure you can't give the puppet to the boy, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you really think about it. Sure, man. You guys wanna battle? That's what I thought, dude. You won't. Yeah, that's right, dog. AI is crazy, dude. Wild. But let me make sure, because I'm pretty sure you can't give the puppet to the guy. It's literally just a souvenir.
If only we could Murphy.
Yeah. Stupid. Because there's a story tie into that. It's like, so you're telling me you can't give the kid who misses his officer puppet this, like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, dude, but I feel like you should be able to give the puppet back and tell him what happened, you know? Or even lie to him. Perfect lie mechanic right there, you know? What is this puppet doing? Bro, I'm gonna bully him. I really am. Ah, well. You got me, dude. All right, so let's head back to the hotel, and that's kind of where we're gonna wrap this video up, because I wanted to show you guys the game a little bit, just kind of how it works. It's basically Bloodborne 2, you know, it feels like it. This is kind of how I remember Bloodborne. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but Bloodborne felt like this, dude. It really did. So we'll just use this to go back. And so we'll have to talk to two people. Only two, mind you. Okay. And we're going to skip most of the dialogue because I do want to actually show you guys another system. So, by the way, the Blue Fairy here, in Pinocchio terms, Blue Fairy, she's the person you talk to level up, but you can also go to the Stargazer. It doesn't matter.
You saved Geppetto.
Wonderful.
I'll use my
Yeah, I bet you will. But yeah, kind of works like any other Soulsborne game. You level up what you want to level up and you're good to go. We'll do capacity. Why not? And then, of course,
welcome.
you have a vendor. I'm sorry, you're selling quartz? That's good. We need that. Thank you. And then
Wow, cool part you got there. Come here for a sec, would you?
I picked up trees.
Why don't we, Mr. Vinny?
The puppets get...
okay, and yeah, I already have Fulminous. I've already got it equipped with maxed out stats from my first playthrough, which I love Fulminous. I really do.
You're going to. He's the richest. I heard he went.
Yeah.
I know my way.
So, here's how the weapon system works. In case any of you were curious, you can change how your weapons grade if you want to. I have it currently at that, just at A rank. You can actually alter your handle, but I think that's what we went to. Never mind. You can assemble your weapons. You can. What I have on currently is bone cutting saw blade plus crap police baton handle. The baton handle is something you get early in the game. I've also got this. You can basically you can mix and mash your weapons. So you could put you could put this on to like that. You could put a blunt to one-handed, but that's primarily what I like is great swords mixed with one-handed handles, which it's just really good. It's overpowered, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's kind of how that system works. You can disassemble weapons. There is one weapon you can't disassemble though, which is something you get like way late in the game, which requires a lot of lying and getting all the records. But you can basically get the golden lie, which I have not used. I don't know if it's good or not, but you know what? I might as well kind of work on it. I can't yet. It requires Dark Moonstone of the Covenant, which I do not have, unfortunately. But the whole thing with records is like if you play them. Have I not gotten feel? What? I thought I did.
Close your eyes.
Oh no, I've gotten this before.
Come to me.
Okay, well, it's just gonna play for a bit, but
Feel alright. Just dance
what we're
with
gonna
me
do, we're gonna go to the gold
all
coin fruit tree here.
Turn it out.
We'll let the music play for a bit.
Close to you. I feel good.
But this is like the best song on the whole OST, by the way, in case any of you were curious. This is the best song, hands down. But yeah, the whole Wishstone thing, this gives you like buffs to either you or your Spectre. I I say buffs, but like attributes, I guess is a better way to describe it. But it's just super good. So we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna let this play out. We might as well, you know. Figaro, 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 Figaro. Ooh. He's mad. Can I just use this automatically? Oh, not yet. We can't. We have to talk to him first. I'll wait for the song to finish. We gotta let this play out. You know, this is a long video, but deal with it, okay? It's a very cute cat, you know? Don't worry though, it loves you later in the game. The piano, dude. This is the best song. It's just so good. Ooh! It's a banger, dude. I'll let it finish out, and then we'll talk to Geppetto, get that squared away. Ooh. And then once the record is finished playing all the way through, your springs are reacting. So it'll basically give you new stats. Not new stats, but like, it'll make you feel more human, you know?
Always speaking, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I can skip this. We're going to.
Remember, be careful who you be wary.
All right, here we go. So, we can finish this up. Stagger duration, sure, why not? So basically, how this whole system works, you can put perks into a tree. It's basically perks on perks on perks on perks. It's how this whole thing works. But, oh, it's so good, dude. It's a really cool system, but we're gonna throw some randoms. Wait, we can't do that. Oh, so we have to do. Let's do. Sure. Belt slots 2, so that increases that. And that's about everything I want to unlock so far. I don't really want to do anything else. Like, I have one more, but like, I guess we can do this. Sure, why not? We'll throw that bad boy on, and now we have another bag slot, so we can So like I'm probably gonna do like we'll put I don't know what we'll put there. If anything, what I'm gonna do, I'll move that there. Actually, move the blue there. Put that there. There we go. And then I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll put there. There you go.
You can get from City Hall to the factory with the key I just gave you. Venini gave me that key, and now he's missing. Rescue him if you can.
Okay.
The city asked me.
Nah, we're good. But yeah, that is Lies of P for the most part. There's a lot to uncover. If you guys want to play the game for yourself, buy it. Buy the deluxe edition like I did. Support the devs. Because we're getting a sequel. We're getting DLC. It's going to be so good, dude. I'm very excited for what they do next. But anywho, that's going to be the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, as always, I appreciate it a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!